right. Well, welcome to the Capitol, everybody. This is a fantastic, it's an historic day for the great state of Oklahoma. We're so excited that you are here. Thank you to all you young people for being here. Can y'all wave to the cameras? All right. Well, you know, to the students, to the parents, to the teachers, all the school leaders, thank you for joining us here today. I am so proud to be standing here and delivering a first-of-its-kind school choice plan for every single kid, every single parent across the state of Oklahoma. I know that there's so many people that have advocated and worked so hard for so many years to make this day a reality that we're just really, really proud to be here. And so just a couple of things on this bill. I also want to thank my colleagues and my friends in the legislature for their leadership. Speaker McCall is here. Thank you so much for your leadership, Speaker, and everybody in the House of Representatives that got this across the finish line. And we want to give a special thanks to Pro Tem Treat for his leadership and all of the senators that worked so hard to get this package together and across the finish line. Thank you, Pro Tem. And I also want to give a special recognition for our state superintendent, Ryan Walters, that's with us. Thank you so much, Ryan. And our Secretary of Education is somewhere in the house. Dr. Kathy Curry is with us today. Where's she at? Right over there. Thank you so much for your leadership, Dr. Curry. So, as you can see, all of the leadership in the state of Oklahoma, we know how important education is. And I tell people all the time, listen, let Washington, D.C. play politics. Let's make Oklahoma a top 10 state in education. That's first and foremost. And we really did that with this bill. We call it the Aspire bill, and it does a couple things. Number one, we're investing another $625 million into our public education system, which was really, really important to all of us to make sure that we are going to go ahead and we're going to fund education at highest levels ever. We are also giving our wonderful school teachers a pay raise between $3,000 to $6,000, depending on how long they've been in their education system. And so I want every single young person that's thinking about becoming a teacher, how great that profession is and how much we value and how much you're giving to that next generation. And we want you to know in the state of Oklahoma that you're valued, you're appreciated, and we wanted to, as part of the legislative group and the executive branch, we wanted to prove that, and we wanted to make sure that, that you know you're welcome in the great state of Oklahoma. Also, the Redbud Fund, which is really important for rural schools and charter schools. We put another $125 million into the Redbud Fund, and that is so, so important for our rural communities, so we're excited to do that as well. And then the school choice portion. We're so pumped because now, regardless of zip code, economic background, now parents can make sure. I'm going to let this person talk here. You're doing a great job. But regardless of zip code, we now have an opportunity for a parent to take their kid to any school that they want. And you have a refundable tax credit to take your kid to a charter school, to a Christian school, to any private school, wherever you think your kid may be able to thrive. And I remind... And I remind people all the time, school choice should not just be for the rich or those that can afford it. Now it's available for every single family in the state of Oklahoma. I've talked to Catholic Charities, for example, the diocese. They're going to be opening more schools now that they've closed over the last 30 years in a lot of rural areas. They already have all the facilities. They just needed a little help, and they know they can change the lives of 100, 200, 300 kids in those communities. And during COVID, I mean, I tell this story all the time, but it broke my heart during COVID when there was a couple school districts that were closed down. And these parents called me and they said, Governor, what am I supposed to do? I don't have the money to move school districts, and my son or my daughter is not learning how to read on Zoom as a first grader. That'll never happen to that parent again. If a school has chosen to close down, or maybe they're not teaching kids, they're trying to indoctrinate kids, or maybe they're just not performing well, now that parent has a choice to take their kid, and we're going to inject some competition into the system, which is going to be fantastic. So, again, it's an historic day. It just shows you that Oklahomans value education, and we value this next generation. We know that not every kid learns the same way. And now we're going to put the parents back in charge, because you know your kids better than the government does. We're going to let you decide what school district and what is best for your kids, because anybody, any parent, that if your kid's not thriving and they're being bullied or whatever the case is, they don't have the programs they need, or they're getting into the wrong crowd, any parent would do whatever they could to get their kids to a better system. Now that is possible in the great state of Oklahoma. So I really believe, I think now that Oklahoma's planting the flag that education is so important to us, I think it's going to be a business recruitment. I think it's going to be a recruitment tool that people are going to be moving here from Dallas and Washington, D.C. We're already top 10 in migration, people moving to the great state of Oklahoma. That's only going to continue thanks to the people in this room, the leadership of the House and the Senate, getting this great bill across the finish line. So God bless everybody. Thank y'all so much for your hard effort. I'm going to go sign these bills right now.